Hey everyone, stick with us versus herd. If it's your first time here, like the content, hit subscribe. If you want to get notifications for when we post videos, tap the bell. And if you haven't joined our new options trading live channel, I go live 30 minutes before market open, Monday through Friday. The link is below in the description, along with the links in the description to join our UVH fam, our community, to our Discord and our options trading group on Facebook. Already had a pretty crazy night. I left early on Friday, had a 500% gainer on SPY, and we took all weekend to celebrate my wife's birthday. Just getting back in, missed all of the action on the futures. Futures, I mean Dow futures are now up 274, S&Ps are up 25, Nasdaq up 81. Dow was down 300, S&Ps were down 40, and they've recovered. You know, they recovered about 76 points. Actually, it was down more than 40 here. You know, but it's pretty interesting to me how these bounced back down to the lows of Friday, almost down to the lows of Friday, and now are hitting resistance on the highs of Friday as well. So, you know, pretty interesting to see where that's going to go. I definitely don't want to put a trade on now. It would have definitely been interesting to trade this on the way up here, back up to these highs, but it is what it is. It wasn't here, wasn't able to trade it. But what I'm looking for here, I have SPY. SPY is now at 297.85 tonight. Also, what's interesting to me is SPY also hitting like 285 area where we have quite a bit of support down here that was established back in August and September of last year. So, you know, for me right now, I'm mostly trading the indexes. I'm mostly trading the S&P futures. I'm trading SPY. Looking at Nasdaq, I was trading some gold /GC. Right now, my only position, I traded SPY on Friday. Right now, my only position right now is I am short the VIX. Right now, my only position that I have on, I'm currently up a little bit, 22%. And I went real small. I bought one April 15th put, 20 strike put. And I bought that for, what was it? $1.40. So I bought it for $1.40. So that's the only position I have right now. Really small. I mean, because I knew I wasn't going to be here Friday, so I wanted to thin it out. And you know, we had, you know, Friday was crazy. Where in the last 20 minutes, I mean, if you look at SPY, last 20 minutes of market, or 15 minutes, let's say, it went from 287 all the way up to 296 in the last 15 minutes that the market was open. It was insane. I mean, if I was, oops, you can't see, right here, 287 to 296. I mean, if I was trading that, I mean, I was obviously glued to my phone when I was out and about. But if I was trading that, I mean, that screwed up everyone's positions. That's why right now, if you have profits, take them. You don't know. Profits are not guaranteed in this market. I know in this market, a lot of people are posting big gains. A lot of people are making money, but as you can see, these are easily ripped away from you. I did post on our Facebook group, on my Instagram, an image of the 298 SPY put price action, and they went from like $12 down to 18 cents at close. So profits, as easy as they're made in this market, they can be easily ripped away from you. So just be mindful of what's going on. The market's getting boosted up a little bit because people are thinking the Fed is going to step in. The Fed did say on Friday that they're going to be taking action. We don't really know what that means yet, but it sounds like they're prepared to do something. So, you know, we're not sure what that means, but you know, they're going to try to pump the markets, because I mean, we just came off literally one of the worst weeks in the history of the stock market last week. And if you came out alive, I mean, man, good for you. I mean, we made it out alive. It was a green week for me, but I played it really safe, played it really small. Sure, we could have done a lot of different things, but you just don't know. And for me right now, I'm just playing small. I don't have any over the weekend risk other than that VIX put. And right now I'm just going to be chilling. I mean, VIX did take a dive here on Friday as well, right at close, down all the way down from 48 down to 40. So, if VIX gets down to 30, 25, I mean that put's going to be looking real rich. But right now, what is in the news? I mean, currently there's 85,000 cases confirmed. There's probably more than that, but we're not sure. That's what we're being told right now. There's 2,900 deaths. Australia, Thailand, and the U.S. reported over the weekend their first coronavirus-related death. Rhode Island was the first U.S. state in the U.S. Was the first U.S. state in the East Coast to report a coronavirus case, and the number of cases in England rose to 35. So right now, things are not getting better, and it doesn't seem like there's a way out. I mean, so we don't know. We don't have all the data. Obviously, this is what we're told now, but I mean, anything can happen right now. Chinese stocks are also up 3% right now, despite factory activity plunging. I did post something in the Discord and on Facebook was images from NASA showing how low the pollution levels are in China right now due to the factories not running. And I know for a fact, China is not confirming everything. They're report. They're. I think that this is my opinion, but I think that things in China are way worse than what they're letting out. There's no checks and balances there. They can release whatever they want to release to the press, and so we have to rely on the data they have, and also, like the NASA images and the pollution and all that is going to come together. And we know that China has been struggling for some time. It didn't take the coronavirus to show that China has been struggling. They've been having lower growth for quite some time now. Manufacturing data has been lower. They've been having some issues over time. So I mean, all this coming together is kind of like a perfect storm right now in the markets. And I'm anticipating this is an election year as well, so I was already anticipating volatility is going to be a little bit higher due to it being an election year. But now, because of this, because we're having such wild price action, wild price swings in price, I mean, this is absolutely insane right now. We're going to have quite a bit of volatility for quite some time, because now there's a lot of fear in the market. People are not sure. People that are retiring soon, they're going to be like, I don't know what to do. Do I cash out early and take the hit? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's a lot of uncertainty in the market right now. More there was like 2 weeks ago, not a care in the world. There was no uncertainty. Everything was just fine. We were ticking up pretty nice for the last 5, 6 months, 4 months, and all of a sudden we dropped like a rock. And that's the market for you. Anything can happen in the stock market. People that were saying, oh, it's so easy, all I have to do is buy calls, all I have to do this, all I have to do this. We haven't heard from a lot of those people since the stock market dropped this quick. But that being said, where do we think that things are going to be going tomorrow? Right now, as I'm watching this, I'm on the fence. I'm not sure. I think that we need to really break this. We need to break 3,000, and if it doesn't, we're going to be coming back down. The only thing that can save us is what the Fed's going to do, because we do know that the coronavirus and things that are happening in the world are continuing to get worse. They're getting worse in the U.S. They're getting worse. They're getting worse abroad. They're getting worse in China. They're getting worse. They're getting worse everywhere. So, and we have no vaccine yet. We don't know what's causing it to spread. We don't know too much in terms of the public. I mean, maybe the CDC and government agencies know a lot. They obviously know a lot more than we do, but we just don't know. Trump did go on yesterday and did another press conference, and the tone was a lot more serious. He was because someone actually died. What's interesting is it took someone to actually die, a U.S. citizen to die, for them to get real serious about this. And the tone was a lot more serious than it was last week, when he was saying pretty much like it was the worst press conference I've seen them do pretty much for anything. And he was just saying, like, don't worry about it. Everything's under control. We're the best country in the world. Everything's under control. And then someone died, and now they're getting serious. The one thing that they did say going into this week is Mike Pence did drop that 3M. They did order 40 million masks from. So I know we're a little bit behind on this, but 3M might be seeing a little bit of a boost. I mean, they're at multi-year lows here as well at 145, but with these huge orders coming in, they may get a bit of a boost. So we'll see where this comes in tomorrow. See if there's a play here, if there's a play on 3M. I'm not looking to risk a lot for me personally on a lot of stocks. I'm also not really playing any earnings plays because we're seeing implied volatility at the highest it's ever been, and it's not really worth it to sell premium right now. We do have a lot of retailers reporting earnings this week. We have Tilray, but that's not a retailer. Tilray's reporting earnings tomorrow after close. Target, Kohl's, Nordstrom, Costco, Kroger. So we have some pretty nice retailers reporting earnings next week. So that's going to be interesting to see. But for the most part, I'm not playing earnings. And it looks like S&Ps want to bounce up. So let's see if they can break 29.95 here on the S&Ps. Would definitely be interesting. If we're looking at VIX as well for tomorrow, this hit almost 50, 49.48. If we get some up move, I mean, this could come down to 35 or 30 tomorrow. That'll be crazy. That'll be crazy. But right now we just have to watch the price action. The news is going to be whatever the news is going to be. And the news isn't necessarily lined up with what the stock market is going to do. So we really need to pay attention to the price action, set up good entries, take profits, redeploy capital, and really concentrate on what you're doing, because you could easily lose money in this market. It's not going to be a slam dunk. I know that we've been making money a little bit easier, and we've been making pretty big gains, but it was due to the movement and being on the right side of things. And as I was saying at the beginning of this video, it could easily go against you. One news article that drops out randomly can screw your position entirely. So, limit your risk. Now is not the time to go in all in on your account and say, I'm going to turn my $10,000 into $100,000 or $100,000 into $1 million. Now's not the time for that. You want to have consecutive profits. I mean, and that goes for any type of market, but more now than ever, you want to be careful, because these profits can be easily taken from you. So, for me right now, I'm watching the S&P, seeing if we could break 29.95 or the 3,000 area. I'm also watching gold. Gold's actually up quite a bit, up over 2% right now. It dropped like a rock on Friday, and people didn't understand. They're saying, oh, I thought because the market went down, gold has to go up, and precious metals have to go up, and silver has to go up. It doesn't have to do anything, That's why I'm saying follow the price action. Just because the market is down doesn't mean gold needs to go up. I mean, gold's been going down for the past week. Ever since it hit a high of 1691, has been downtrending and hit a low of 1564 on Friday, and now we're trying to get back up. But also look at what's happening. Market's also rallying. So just pay attention. Pay attention to the price action. The market doesn't have to do anything. Follow the price action, and then find good entries. That's what I'm going to be concentrating on. But on gold, I'm looking to see if we can get back up to like the 1640 area. So I might be doing a trade in there as well. If you guys like the video so far, do me a favor, hit the like button. I definitely would appreciate it. But I mean, this week is going to be insane. So you want to make sure you use proper risk management, preserve your capital. You don't want to just go crazy. I mean, I know that a lot of people in our group have been posting crazy gains. You don't want to be overconfident either, because that's when you're set up for failure. So, I know a lot of this video is a lot about the psychology, but that's where we are right now. If you keep posting massive gains, that's great, but eventually it's going to catch up to you. So you want to start limiting risk. Like for me, for instance, when I keep making profit after profit after profit, I start thinking sooner or later I need to have a check here, because sooner or later I'm going to either trip myself up, because I know that I'll start trying to increase size. When you keep winning is when you want to start limiting risk and not, instead of increasing risk, because you're bound to have a losing trade in there. So, that's kind of what I'm looking at. So for tomorrow, I'm seeing if we're gonna bounce up here like to 3,000 area. I'm really watching the price action. I don't know what's going to happen overnight. We missed the after hours action already from 288, 2888 up to 2980. So we had a 100-point move already on the S&Ps. I mean, just it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, so hopefully we get some more information on what's happening with the coronavirus. Hopefully we get some understanding on what they're doing, and hopefully we have some understanding on what the Fed is going to do. Right now we don't know. We don't have any announcements, but it's going to be an active week, because also I'm assuming Trump's going to be putting a lot of pressure on the Fed to act, because he's starting to get a little spooked, I feel, based on how quickly the market has dropped in just 6-7 days. It was just insane. And now I think we were all anticipating a little bit of bounce, but is this bounce short-lived? Is this bounce just bouncing, dead cat bounce type of thing scenario, and then we're gonna have more bad news and drop even lower? So we just need to be real careful. If you guys watch this video to the end, comment, watch to the end. Let me know what your thoughts on our predictions are for tomorrow and this week. Let me know what you're trading. Hit me up in the Discord. I'm always answering messages, or on Facebook. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.